Hi everyone, it's Erin, Wholesale Account Executive with Orion Lending. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will cover all the basics of down payment assistance for FHA financing. There are tons of credit-worthy individuals out there eager to purchase a home who just don't have enough funds for the down payment. So learning how DPA works is a win-win for both loan officers like you and home buyers. So cue that club music and let's get started. See, I am sitting on top of a drone capturing some beautiful footage of homes just waiting to be purchased with down payment assistance. A few notes: our in-house DPA is for credit scores 600 and up. First-time home buyers are allowed, but it's not a requirement. Non-occupant co-borrowers are permitted. Properties can of course be single-family residents, but also 2 units and double-wide manufactured homes are permitted. And we have options for all income levels, not just low-income borrowers. Best of all, we have full underwriting authority with our in-house DPA programs, so you can close fast. Now, how do you land this thing? So of course the DPA will cover the 3.5% down payment for FHA, but how much will the borrower need to contribute towards other costs? That is a very good question, so thanks for asking. With DPA, the lender credit associated with the rate is often lower than traditional FHA, and some options even have discount points. So seller contributions on the contract are really essential. Pop quiz, what's essential on down payment assistance loans? Seller contributions. Don't say I didn't tell you. Let's look at a virtual example with a $250,000 loan amount to determine what funds, if any, the borrower will need at closing, which does involve some math. But before you throw all of your toys out of the stroller and absolutely refuse to eat your waffles, it's not hard. I'll explain it, and you are permitted to use a calculator. We will simply be totaling up the cost associated with the loan and then subtracting out any credits to see what's left from the borrower. First and foremost, loan officers, price your loans out. We have a quick and easy quick price engine because you need to know if there's a credit associated with your scenario that would lower the cost, or if there is a discount which would increase the overall cost, and it makes a huge difference by thousands of dollars. So you have to have this information to determine how much the borrower is going to need. Let's use a 1-point discount for this scenario, meaning there's no lender credit and there's a 1-point discount. That would be $2,500 on a $250,000 loan amount. Secondly, DPA loans typically have borrower paid comp and not lender paid comp. And borrower paid comp is not already factored into the pricing and must be accounted for in the cost. If you get confused on borrower paid comp versus lender paid comp, then please watch my video explaining the differences and how they both work. Let's use 2% borrower paid comp in this example, which is $5,000 on our sample loan amount. The lender fee for DPA is usually a little higher, so let's use $1,295. And lastly, you'll have all the normal closing costs and prepaids to account for as well. Let's use $5,000 for this example, which could be really high or really low depending on the geographic area and other factors, so you make sure you use the real numbers. This totals $13,795 in basic costs. Now I know what you're thinking. I thought this was down payment assistance. We have not yet accounted for seller contributions, which I told you are essential for DPA, and FHA allows up to 6%. Let's say the seller is contributing $10,000, roughly 4%. That would leave the borrower only needing $3,795 at closing, which could be their own funds, a gift, or even an outside grant program. But so much can change depending on if there's a credit or discount on the pricing. We used a discount in this example with no lender credit. Let's remove the discount points and instead add a 1% lender credit, and the borrower would come to the table with nothing. Let's go! As you may know, DPA is typically held as a second mortgage, which means you'll have a 96.5% FHA first mortgage with a second mortgage behind it, putting your combined CLTV at 100% or higher. Don't worry if you don't know how to structure this in your LOS, because our system will do this for you when you simply select DPA as the loan program. Better yet, you'll still just have one loan number in our portal, and we do all disclosures for you on both the first and the second.
Go! Let's go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Boom!
We are going to take a deeper look at the two main types of DPA, forgivable and repayable. But first, mortgage brokers, if you're not doing business with me yet, you are missing out on direct access to my team of seasoned underwriters, superior technology, fast turn times, and of course, access to me. My contact information is pinned below in the comments. You know what to do.
Woo!
Now I'm going to explain the differences between repayable and forgivable DPA. Let's look at the pros and cons of forgivable DPA, which is a very popular choice for borrowers because it typically has a 0% interest rate on the second mortgage, and the second mortgage is a soft second, meaning there are no monthly payments due on the second, which makes it the best fit for borrowers with higher DTIs since there's no second mortgage to include in the DTI. With forgivable DPA, the second mortgage is forgiven after a certain number of years, which is exactly how our in-house Chenoa Fund Forgivable DPA works. With 3.5% forgivable Chenoa, the soft second is forgivable after 36 months of on-time payments on the first mortgage. These generous features do have a trade-off, which is less credit on the rate as compared with repayable DPA. And forgivable DPA will very often have discount points, so this program works best with higher seller contributions. Good news, Chenoa is open to all income levels with no income caps. For scores over 640, there's no max DTI, unless of course the loan is a manual, and good news, Chenoa does allow manual underwrites. To test your knowledge on HUD guidelines for manual underwrites, take the pop quiz video on my channel. Now let's shift gears to repayable down payment assistance, which really works more like a true second mortgage because the borrower will repay the DPA back over the given term. An example of this would be our Boost in-house DPA program through National Homebuyer Fund. With repayable DPA, the borrower will have 2 monthly mortgage payments, one on the first and one on the second. So don't forget to account for that second mortgage payment in the borrower's DTI. Our repayable Boost DPA is a second mortgage paid back over a fixed 10-year term with a rate that is higher than the rate chosen on the first mortgage. So if the rate on the first mortgage is 7%, the rate on the second mortgage would be 9%. Look at you did the math. The major upside to repayable DPA like Boost is that the pricing is way more likely to have a lender credit towards closing costs than forgivable options. So it typically requires less contributions. If you're not sure if a forgivable DPA program will have your borrower coming to the table with too much, then go ahead and be dangerously safe and choose a repayable down payment assistance option. Please remember that Boost requires an AUS approval, and you can also run DU in our portal so that it's structured correctly. Also, Boost caps the qualifying income of just the borrowers on our loan at 160% of the area median income.
Go! Go! Let's go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Woo! Go! Boom! Woo! Go!
Now that I got you chomping at the bits to start marketing DPA, get out there and start helping more borrowers.
Go! Boom!
Thank you for visiting and paying homage to my YouTube channel where we go behind closed loans. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments. No, not any questions. Come on. And let me know what training you'd like me to cover next. Suggestions are a real thing. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a quick thumbs up. That is literally the least that you can do. And hit the subscribe button below so that my videos show up in your YouTube feed. And hit the little bell as well so that you're notified when my new videos are posted. Seriously, go. Stop the video.